think a lot of people know that Rajasthan Royals is one of my favorite sides at the IPL. Favorite as distinct from wishing they will win the IPL. That's a separate story. I like the Rajasthan Royals very much because over the years, they've created a model that nurtures youth, but more than anything else, that makes the most of what they have. They have certain constraints. They don't have a lot of money to invest. They have certain constraints. Within those, they make the best of what they have. And that's why you'll find, I think Rahul Dravid told me once that he thinks the Rajasthan Royals is almost everybody's second team. It's the first team for a few, but almost everybody's second team. There's a lot of admiration. There's Shane Warne, there's Rahul Dravid, two widely admired cricketers, so that contributes to all that as well. But I've been thinking about the Royals, and I'm not heavily into football, so correct me if I'm wrong. But a lot of you might have your own point of view on this as well. And I think there's a bit of arsenal in Rajasthan Royals, in that they're a very cost-conscious, value-for-money kind of club. They will not go and splurge on people. Sometimes you might wonder why they're not going in for that bigger player, but they're happy with who they have and they want to make the most of who they have already. And so they'll pick these strong kind of players, Steve Smith, for example. They'll call back Chris Morris. Nobody else wanted him, but they knew that he had the potential. They banked on his fitness. So it's that kind of club. James Faulkner didn't come good for them. Shane Watson was good in patches, missed a few matches early on. But it seems to me to be that kind of club. And as a result, they'll make the Champions League like Arsenal do. But on the big day, you want them to finish 1, 2, 3. Do they have the Arsenal, well, play of words, to finish in the first 1, 2 or 3? No, I don't think so. And that's what's happened at this year's IPL too. Widely admired. They started off really well, like the football team Arsenal do as well. Had wonderful winning patches and then sudden patches where they couldn't be right, and made the qualifiers, but didn't quite have the ammunition to go the distance. But you've got to give one thing to Rajasthan Royals. A lot of teams play well on home ground. We've seen that with the Mumbai Indians, for example. There was one year in the IPL that the Rajasthan Royals were unbeaten in Jaipur. And they pick a team that will play really well on that ground in Jaipur. This year they couldn't play in Jaipur. They were uprooted from there. They had to play a little bit in Ahmedabad. Then they had to come to the Brabant Stadium, completely different kind of ground. Different conditions, they had to adjust their game to then come out and play over there. So I think they deserve a little bit of sympathy. But I just wonder at the end of this season whether they're looking back and saying, do we need those couple of extra players, or do we continue to be this value for money club that has to make the most of what they have? But they did a lot of good things. I think they backed Dhaval Kulkarni at a time when a lot of people weren't. I think they threw Deepak Hooda in. I greatly fear we may have seen the last of Praveen Tambe. I hope not, because he's been one of the mascots almost of the IPL. But they're the side who'll go out on a limb and pick people like that. So there's a lot to like about the Rajasthan Royals, but I think they've got to answer these couple of questions too. If you want to stay up to date with all my video blogs, hit the subscribe button.